Now, I had a man come in with his wife and cried because he had to leave her. This were a new resident. And he was crying because when you bring somebody in with Alzheimer's, the wife smiled all over the face. Oh, can I have what? Oh, is it tea time? Oh, and those, oh, can I have one of those buns, please? And off she went. Forgot who her husband was. And husband burst out crying. And I took him into our office and I gave him a cuddle. Made him a cup of tea. Brought him a bun. The whole point, when somebody comes in, your sympathy is for the relatives rather than the residents sometimes, because the resident, she were quite happy. She just walked off, forgot him. And he said, I'm coming back tomorrow. And he came back. And he came back the day after. He came one day. And he said it would have been our wedding anniversary. So he came and he says, I hope she remembers me. Anyway, he had this massive bouquet of flowers. And we walked down to a room and I thought, please recognise him, please recognise him. So we went into the room and knocked on the door. And big beam on her face, George! And she went and threw her arms around him. So he says, it's our wedding anniversary. Is it? Are we married? Oh, I love it. Oh, have you bought me these? Oh, I do love you. And it were absolutely, I had tears going down my face when I saw it. And he gave her the flowers. He stopped and had his dinner with her. And a bit later on, he came and he says, the sad thing is, he says, she'll have forgotten by tomorrow. And I had to explain, if I bought you a present, you'd get pleasure from it the first time you unwrapped it. I said, do you realise that every day when she gets up, she gets pleasure over and over again from getting those flowers? I said, because she doesn't realise she's already been given them. She had it every day for a week. Well, we had another woman, and she was dying, actually, poor lass. And one of the carers had put some organ music on. So I went in and I said, are you all right, love? I said, do you like this music? She goes, get that bloody music off, she says. She says, I ain't dead yet. She says, get me Elvis. So I went to the shop, got her some Elvis records, and she was just listening to Elvis. Wise men say. I worked as a carer until my mum came to live with me, and then I said, I can't come in anymore because my mum's come to live with me. Well, I'm 71. I'll be 72 this year. You took her to look at home, didn't you?
Yeah, well, the thing was, her care needs were getting greater and greater, so...
Well, then she rings me up, so I go over, and she's crying. I said, what's the matter? She says, oh, they want me to go in a home. I said, no, Mary's shown you a home. It's up to you. It's your choice. So she goes, I don't want to go in a home. I said, well, come and live with me then. It don't matter, And so she did. I mean, it's not the nicest thing when somebody dies, but no, it's not. Mary didn't like it.
It was hard, yeah.
It is hard, yeah. Yeah, it is. A lot of people, I mean, like you said to me, what do you put in? Died peacefully. I mean, you always put that, but there's nothing all that peaceful about dying, in a way. Do you understand what I'm saying? You lose use from your feet upwards.
And then your organs go.
Yeah.
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 What I think was one of the hardest things when she was going out was I would go and visit her, and Molly would have been out all day with her, you know, pushing a wheelchair, taking her to lovely places, driving her out, taking her out for lunch. And Molly would be absolutely exhausted because she'd sort of done all of her care needs as well. And I'd call round and Mum would say, will you take me out? Because Molly won't. She'd say, I've been asking her to take me out and she won't. She's refusing to take me out. And Molly would be going, we've just got in, Mum. I'm shattered. And she'd say, well, if you won't take me, I'll ask Mitchell to take me and he'll go. I'd say, it's just like having a slap in face, isn't it? When you just exhausted yourself.
She could
taking
come
her
out
out
with some stuff sometimes.
And I'd say, Mum, she's taking you out. You've been out.
She was very demanding.
Yeah.
But end of life, you know. I've seen people who die better. You know, they just fall asleep and don't.
Well, she fought it.
Oh, my mum fought it right till the end.
She fought it, yeah. And then, well, her heart went, and then her eyes went, opened, and she just stared at Molly, didn't she?
Yeah.
They were horrendous.
Oh, it were horrible, really. I didn't like it.
Because she'd been like that, had her eyes closed, and then all of a sudden she just looked and went, and we were like this.
Where she looked at me and all, I would say right accusing look and all.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like, you still haven't taken me out.
Yeah, it were a right accusing look.
Well, I mean, I found the whole process quite shocking. And
I mean,
really,
it's not easy, but you get through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I were retired then. I did nothing. Actually, I were very busy because I decided I would sell my house, pay off my mortgage, buy a small one so I didn't have to pay any more bills and I didn't have to work. And now I care for ponies. I like me ponies.